Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today, I do appreciate you stopping by. Today's beer comes from Flying Dog Brewery. This is their Double Dog Double IPA. And guys, I would consider this a triple IPA. This is a 12%er, guys. This is a sipper. This is one you want to drink at home, guys, or at least have a designated driver if you're drinking it somewhere other than home. And guys, I didn't go back and look. When I first started doing beer reviews, I reviewed quite a bit of these guys' beers, uh, and now they're not available where I buy most of my beers. You actually have to go to a craft beer store in this town. The Kroger store here does not carry these beers, and the little gas station slash beer store that we buy some of the go-to beers doesn't carry it either. I had to go to Blacksburg over last weekend, and we went into the Kroger store up there. It's about 3 times the size of the one down here, and they have a massive craft beer section in there. I mean, it's unbelievable. And we went through there, and they had some stuff that I hadn't done in a while or had not done before, so we picked up quite a few beers, guys. Over $100 worth of beers while we were in that store, and this was one of them. So I don't go out and spend that kind of money on review beers lately, or hadn't had to because of all the wonderful beers that you guys send me and the brewery send me. But fridge was getting pretty thin and bare, and we had to go up that direction, so we decided to stop up there, and we picked up some stuff. So like I said, this is one of them. So let's get on with it. I may have reviewed this at one time, guys, but it's been a long time ago if I did. I did not go back and look. I used to be a big fan of these monster beers. Not so much anymore. But this one still, being a 12%, is a big beer. And I would consider it a triple. I mean, they're calling it a double. That's just my idea of what triples would be. I consider a double 8, and it's actually not going by any guidelines or anything, because you can have a 7.5% and call it a double. But my singles is up to 8%, and then my doubles is 8% to like 11%, and then the triples is anything above that. So in my opinion, like I said, I consider it a triple, but they're calling it a double. Whatever blows your hair back. Whatever you want to call it, guys. I don't care. Like I said, these guys are out of Maryland. Let's go over to Untapped. They have it at 85 IBUs, guys. And their description says, originally a Wild Dog release commemorating our 10th anniversary, Double Dog Double Pale Ale became here to stay in 2009. Could you control such a beast? And 12%, that is a beast. This is a big beer that calls for equally big foods. Flavor notes, citrus hops with sweet malt and subtle alcohol burn like a kiss on the cheek. Pairs with extra sharp aged cheddar and stinky blue cheese. Smoked brisket, spicy foods with chili or cayenne pepper. Earthy desserts like carrot cake. Don't know if I'd want to have this with a dessert, guys. Don't think yesterday's beer would probably go well with some kind of raspberry dessert, but don't know if I want to drink an IPA with a dessert, especially a big 12%er. Now, a barrel-aged stout, yeah, or a chocolate stout or porter or something like that, yeah, but not an IPA. That's just too much bitterness to go with it. Well, it depends. It may not be bitter, guys. So we're about to find out. So we've got the ABV, we got the IBUs, and these guys here doesn't put a bottled on date. They have, for optimal freshness, enjoy by. So one of those dreaded enjoy by dates. 02 26 of 20. So they're saying February 26 of 20. And I picked this up in November. So I don't have any idea how many months they're giving this beer. November, December, January, February. At least 3 months, if not longer. So the alcohol is going to keep it. But if it's an IPA, the hops are going to fade. So let's see what we got here, guys. Like I said, I don't have any idea what kind of shelf life these guys are giving their beer. I'm not a fan of the best by, best before, used by, whatever by date. If you want to put that on there, it's fine. But give me a bottle on there to go along with it. Just my opinion. Right, carbonated for a 12%er. I better back off on that super aggressive pour. Very unusual for a big beer to produce a lot of head sometimes. Excuse me. Alright. Blind Dog, Double Dog. About 2 fingers of head on that pour. Fairly medium-sized bubbles. Nice creamy on top. It is very clear, guys. You can see right through it. Nice amber color. It is a filtered beer, guys. Nice looking beer. It is. It's got a very rich amber color. To the nose we go. There's a little bit of citrusy notes there. Maybe a hint of some pine. There is a strong maltiness to the beer. Smells fairly decent. It's not blowing my hair back on my socks off. Definitely not a New England style. Of course, you can tell that by the clarity of it. Maybe a West Coast or even an East Coast style. I'm not getting the super hot presence like I normally would on the West Coast. So we're just going to say it smells like an East Coast style beer, guys. Being done in Maryland, man, that's the East Coast, huh? And that's about all I'm getting. The maltiness is just a little stronger than I'd like for it to be. I'd like to smell more hops. Maybe they've used some kind of European hop, a little earthy, herbal, floral hop presence. Smells decent. Aroma is just not off the chain, guys. So let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. It's not overly malty, but it's a strong malt backbone to it. Bitterness is there to pair up with a 12%er. It's a tasty beer. It's not off the chain or outstanding. 10 years ago, I might have thought it had been more impressive than I do now with all the New England styles I've been having with that hop aroma off the chain. Smells and tastes like an East Coast style double IPA or triple IPA, whatever you want to call a 12%er. It's not super boozy for a 12%. It is a strong beer, though, I will say that. It seems to be rather tasty. So, and I bought a whole 6-pack of these guys. So I got a few more to sip on off camera. So let's do that right now. We're going to go sip on it off camera, and we'll come back and we'll figure out where it's going to end up. Alright guys, I'm back. Very nice slicing is left on the glass. Guys, a little bit more malty than I like for my IPAs to be, but it takes a lot of malt to make a 12%er. To me, it's definitely into the East Coast style. The hops are more earthy, floral, herbal than you're going to get from your Northwest hops. It doesn't have that off the chain. Reminds me a lot like of a Dogfish 90. Where you got a lot of maltiness and not a whole lot of big off-the-chain hop presence, but that's probably what they were wanting to do. Probably not something that I would seek out and purchase now that I've had it again, or had it. It's just too malty and not enough hop presence for my taste. If you don't like a big hoppy double IPA, this may be right up your alley. But not so much for this guy. So I like more of a hop presence in my IPAs and double IPAs than what I am getting from this one. So, and I'm not a fan of those best before dates either. So, but well-made beer. Alcohol seems to be fairly well hidden for a 12%er. It is a tasty beer. Final chug. It's a well-made beer, guys. Like I said, if you're expecting big hop notes, they're not there. A little bit of citrusiness there, maybe a hint of some pine, and big maltiness. So if you don't like your IPAs or double IPAs real hoppy, let them sit for a while. That hop presence will diminish. It'll get more malty over time. So buy you some of those and let them sit for 6 or 8 months, and they'll be right malty. B plus for me, guys. I'm gonna give it 88. That's where I'm gonna put it. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 88. We're in agreement there, guys. And final check-in, we'll go over to Untapped, and they have it at 3.77. That's also in their B plus range. So it's unanimous B plus beer, guys. So if you've had the Double Dog from Flying Dog Brewing recently, let me know what you think. And until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.